Jim, first 3 points on the road, but not the ideal start for you.
No, it was shambolic, to be honest. Really, no excuses from me. It was shambolic. It's a bit of a worry now because it's happened a few times. You know, it's not something I'm happy with. And to be honest, in my team meeting at the end there, it's you know, it's not as positive as it should be after coming back from 2 goals down and then with 10 men and still winning 3-2. Because you know, I think it's time we started focusing on what's wrong rather than stuff that's right. Because you're not going to win football matches like that. You're not going to win football matches with starts like that. Yeah.
And second half was a completely different story to the first half. So I assume there were some stern words at half time, and you must be pleased with that second half performance, though, because counting some of the clear-cut chances, it was coming into double figures.
Yeah, I think from 20 minutes onwards, I think as soon as we got the second goal, you know, we decided we was here, we wanted to play. I just think, look, as if I hadn't said to the boys either, you want to play for me now, you want to play with these teammates, you want to play for our chairman, he pays it, you want to play for this football club, these fans. You need to ask yourself it now, because if you don't be here. Don't be here. You know, if you can't be the best you can be when you turn up, which you have to be to win games, to come here and win at Bromsgrove, you know, for all the chances and everything else, we've got away with one, 2-0 down. We shouldn't come back into that game. We're playing against the back five. We shouldn't come back in against the back five. You know, I think it's only sheer numbers and chances, the law of averages, that some have to go in. You know, and like you say, there was chance after chance, crossbars, open goals, one-on-ones again. But as the wise man says to me, you know, we can't keep saying that. We can't. We've got to be more clinical and ruthless in the attacking third, and we've got to be more decisive and more responsible in the defensive third, more switched on. And the midfield, the basics, second balls, we got mauled. Honestly, we got mauled. I know I've gone Macca and Manny in front of Roy. You can say they're both 10s. But they played that for me for years. We played with that midfield three for years at Pt Sports. It just got to play off each other a little better. If one's going as a 10, one's got to tuck in and play as an 8. You only play for 6, 8, 10, however it works. We've got to get the distances better, and we've got to pick up the second balls. Once we started doing that and we started adjusting, you know, we've absolutely dominated the football match. And also, like you say, there's been a flipping mentality, a changing mentality. Like that, you know, I come away, yeah, we've won 3-2. We've answered questions, but I still think there's an argument. There's more questions than answers again.
2 points to talk about. CJ, red card. Looks like it's something he might have had to do on the halfway line. Was that the reflection from him and you?
Yeah, it was. Look, not making excuses for the boy. CJ's he's texted me this morning saying he's been up with diarrhea and sickness all night. He shouldn't play, but he will if I want him to. Obviously, other players might get it. Cliffy had it Thursday, so it is something that's going through the camp. That's why I think Cliffy struggled a little bit today. And I think, you know, he was dead on his feet at the end there. What I would say is we've got to protect him more. Again, it's poor in front of him, getting him isolated like that, and I think his feet's gone. You know, he's made a decision. It's worked for us. 2 all boys gone through. They've got to make a decision. Take him out, don't let him score. Was it a penalty or not? I don't know, but it didn't work for them because Robbo scored the free kick. But that's football. That's how it happens. Like, it's worked for us. But when you think now, we've lost 2 goalkeepers. I know one's back. We've lost our left back, our right back, and our 2 centre backs in 3 games. You know, it's tough to take. It's tough to take, but at least CJ will be back after a game.
And obviously, got to talk about that free kick that Cisse won. Jack Roberts steps up. Quite a few people behind the goal. All they've got to do is keep it out. But superb free kick, and ultimately won us the game.
Yeah, like if we talk about how we won the game, I actually think the tactical switch we was playing obviously the 6 and 2 8s. And it might have looked negative at 2-1 to go a double pivot in the 10. But we did that to try and get more more control in that area. They was dropping deeper and deeper, and I thought if we can get the 2 base players on the ball, change the play a little bit quicker, miss a player out. That's where we was getting in down the sides. That's where our overloads were. And so it proved. Little ball into Bart, great touch, great goal. He was superb when he came on, by the way. Fantastic, really pleased for the boy. He's got to do that more. He's got to get shots off more because he's a fantastic finisher. You know, I think the big point in the match again was Robbo, that one-on-one. But he showed for 20 years old how mature he is. You know, to put the ball down, push some big players out of the way and get his head over the ball and control it like that to go and win us the game. Yeah, it was superb. It was a fantastic moment. And, yeah, then it was about seeing it out, and I think we did a real good job of that.
3 week, couple of training sessions. I assume it's going to be a case of taking stock and doing all you can to prepare for next Saturday. Yeah.
You know, we've got to get the scan results back on Liam more. Yeah, next week might be a little bit too early for Harty. We'll see where he's at Tuesday, Thursday. We don't want to lose him again. Dion's done well in there, to be fair. You know, you can't knock him a winger playing right back. He's looked like he's played it a lot more than he has. Maybe he's told me some lies over the years. And we probably really need to look out for a centre-half now. Over the next week, I need to speak to the boss, who's in Marbella, and see if he can help me out. In the medium term, really. You know, and I think anyone coming in, I think it's a fantastic team to come and play in. So yeah, I'll be selling it to some people this week, I think.
Long way to come. Nice celebration at the end with the fans, travelling again. Thanks to them also.
Yeah, they make it a little bit more palatable. You know, I think that's 9 on the trot now from the start of pre-season, away from home. I think we've probably got at least another 3, 4. And they're here with us. They're here every moment. I think we're getting a bond now. We're getting a relationship. You know, I think they can see when it matters at Harbour, when it matters here, when it mattered at Royal Bedford. You got a bunch of boys who do care, even if they don't always turn up and start very well. You know, so it was a nice moment at the end there, sharing that with them, saying thank you, thanks for coming. That was for you. Like I say, one swallow don't make a summer. We've got a big week ahead of us now, and then a big weekend next weekend, and yeah, we've got to make sure we're ready and we're starting and we're at it. And we use it now, Lee. Like we've got 2 choices. We isolate that now when we say, well, that was fantastic. We did real well to come back that day. Or we say, this is it now. We're here. We're using this and we're going to move with it.